Hi, this is Traceyhd, and I want to thank you for joining me today for another Oracle and Tarot card deck review. And today we will be reviewing the Tarot of a Moon Garden by Karen Marie Swikart. And this is an amazing deck. Some people have referred to it as whimsical. I was just totally enchanted by it when I saw someone else using this on YouTube, and I had to order it. So I just received it within the past half hour, and let's just take a look. Let me open the box here. Wow, these cards are really packed in here tightly. I do not want to rip the box. Try to open it from the other end. I prefer the boxes to be a harder box, something that's easier to open, more sturdy. This is one of those boxes where it's made of paper, as you can see, and will rip very easily. So just give me a moment here. Okay, here we go. Okay. That was really packed. Okay, and inside here we have, of course, our deck of cards. And let me just take this plastic off. Okay, and as we can see, first of all, these are the backs of the cards. Very interesting. Interesting design. Cardstock is a little thin, but it's a nice size card. I like a slender card. These cards aren't too big, not too small. Semi-glossy finish to them. Kind of like a matte finish, but not quite. And let's take a look at the cards. Well, first of all, we have this little guidebook, and you're familiar with these guidebooks that basically are just a little pamphlet. It's going to give you an introduction to the cards, and then it's going to go into each and every card there is. Oh, I thought there was a page stuck there. Very simple. No pictures, no frills. It's going to go through the full, all the way through the 78 cards. Very, very simple information. Okay, and then it's going to tell you about the suit of staffs, the different suits, suit of cups, all the cards. So very basic, and then it's going to tell you about a 10-card spread. So it's like 22 pages. If you're a seasoned card reader, you're not even going to need this. If you're a beginner, you might need a little bit more to supplement this, but all in all, it's typical of a card deck like this, that they usually come with a small pamphlet. And we have the Tarot of a Moon Garden by U.S. Game Systems. Okay, here we are with the Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant. Very gentle energy to these cards. Very, very gentle energy. The Lovers, the Chariot, and very colorful too. Beautiful artwork. Strength, the Hermit. I love that Hermit card. The Hermit card usually makes it or breaks it for me. It's usually one of my favorite cards out of an entire deck that it's either going to sell the deck to me or I'm going to walk away from it. And this is a nice Hermit card. The Wheel of Fortune. Interesting, with the merry-go-round instead of the typical wheel that we're used to seeing. Justice. We have the Scales of Justice. The Hanged Man. Death, and we have, it looks like a dragon here, and here we have the Grim Reaper up here. That's an interesting take on the Death card with this dragon down here. Temperance, the Devil, and I believe this card deck comes as a set too. You could have got a book along with the deck, so you wouldn't have to just rely on this little pamphlet that they give you included with the deck. I may order the book, I'm not sure, but I'm sure it will elaborate on more of what this deck is about. The Devil, the Tower, the Star, the Moon, the Sun. And these colors on the cards are kind of muted. They're not very vibrant and striking, but they're still nice. Kind of reminds you of like a watercolor type of a feel. Judgment, the World, King of Swords, Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords, Page of Swords, and then the Ten of Swords. And you have the woman here, okay? And there's all these swords, and it looks like there's dragonfly designs above each of the swords. Very interesting. And there she is laying down with the swords coming down to her back. Nine of Swords. Again, there's some motion here. Eight of Swords. And she has her hands blocking her face, her arms up. She's like in a very defensive mode. Seven of Swords. Six of Swords. Five of Swords. So these may be hard for someone who's just starting to learn tarot, because these do not look like the traditional minor arcana that we're used to. With the Five of Swords here, you know, we basically just have these swords and some greenery around here. Doesn't look anything like the traditional card that we're used to. And then, of course, the Four of Swords isn't either. We do have a unicorn lying down. And we do have these four swords that are topped off by the dragonflies, but we're used to seeing something different, like a person, you know, at rest. Three of Swords. And it's kind of coming off as the Three of Swords that we're used to, because we have these ferns forming a heart shape, okay? And then the swords coming down through it. So it's kind of hinting to what we're used to with the traditional tarot card that the Three of Swords would look like, but not quite. And the Two of Swords. And the Ace of Swords. And then we have the King of Staffs, which would be the Wands. Queen of Staffs, which would be Queen of Wands. Knight of Staffs, which would be Knight of Wands. And the Page of Staffs, which would be the Page of Wands. Then we have the Ten of Staffs, which is the Ten of Wands. Nine of Staffs. Eight of Staffs. And it's kind of like the Eight of Wands, because you see these staffs like pointing in a direction, like action, something swiftly happening, something quickly coming. But it's kind of hard for someone who's not familiar with tarot cards to learn off of a deck like this. But it's a beautiful deck for someone who is experienced, that are very much aware of what, you know, the Seven of Wands would mean without having the traditional picture there. Six of Staffs, Five of Staffs, Four of Staffs, oops, Three of Staffs, Two of Staffs, Ace of Staffs, a lot of unicorns, King of Cups, Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups, and the Page of Cups. And then we have the Ten of Cups. We have a little castle in the background with these butterflies. Nine of Cups. Eight of Cups. Seven of Cups. Six of Cups. I kind of miss having people on the cards with emotions on their faces that you could like really read into. There aren't any on these cards. Five of Cups. Four of Cups. Three of Cups. Two of Cups. Ace of Cups. Then we go into the Pentacles. We have the King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, and the 10 of Pentacles, and then the 9 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. Now this is more traditional. We have these two people out in the cold. You have these snowflakes here, which gives this like a cooler, colder type of feeling, and they're walking past the church, which is very, very much what the 5 of Pentacles normally would look like. 4 of Pentacles. And I guess he's clutching on to the 4 of Pentacles, which we're used to seeing. 3 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles, and he's juggling the 2 of Pentacles, which we're used to seeing with the 2 of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, and then just an introduction card, the paintings by Karen Marie Swikert. So it would be great for a professional card reader. They'd be able to get through these cards with no problem, knowing what the different suits are and everything. But I would say it would be a challenge for somebody just starting out to learn from a deck like this. It's beautiful artwork. I love it. I love the theme of it. They're cute cards. They're really cute, gentle energy. Very, very nice. And as far as the shuffling, very easy to shuffle. I may trim the borders off these so the pictures pop a little more, okay? Because I get distracted with these white borders, but I'm very satisfied with this purchase all in all. It's going to be a welcome addition to my ever-growing tarot collection. If you've enjoyed this review, please subscribe to my channel because I will be back with more reviews.